الحضر الاثنين الكراس ده معاد. طيب نحن we're doing what the first PowerPoint systems of linear equations. We knew what systems of linear equations. We know how we can solve systems of linear equations. And for instance, we knew that if this is the system, what we're going to do first, we have to write our system in the form of the augmented matrix like that. And then after that, we do steps to what? To reduce our system to a more simpler one that easily we can solve. Not any system, a system that is equivalent to the first one. And how we do that? By, using row operations. Only 3 rules we had them. Okay. For row operation, what we can do, we can interchange between the rows, okay, or we can multiply one row by a number, or multiply one row by a number and add it to another row عشان to change one row to another different row. Yes, this is the only possible row operations. And then if we did that, we're going to get a system that is equivalent to the previous one. And then, but this one, if it's simpler, then we can easily get the solution. And when the systems are equivalent, the solution for the first system is the same as the solution of this. So if we got this solution, we are done. Now we solved our original system. One of the simpler أو equivalent systems اللي هو شنو الechelon form. If we can reduce our system to the echelon form, so easily we can solve that. طيب another equivalent system حتى لو كتبناه في صورة بتاعت triangular matrix. Triangular matrix, that is if we can write it like هنا يكون ال elements here مثلا and above like this. يكون هنا في number هنا number هنا number. The zeros are down. Also this one we knew that it's easily we can solve it. Upper triangular أو حتى لو كان lower triangular. Okay. طيب. All this we did it before. Yes. And we reach that if we have a system with infinitely many number of solutions, yes, then if we have x1 is one of the solutions and x2 is another solution for this system اللي هو عنده infinitely many number of solutions, then also r في x1 plus s في x2 is what is another solution. صح? Also this one is another solution, but there is a restriction. What restriction is that? The addition of these two numbers should be equal to 1. صح؟ اللي هو r plus s لازم يكون is equal to 1. So in that case, if you took this one and you substitute it here, you will find that it is also a solution. That means it will give me the right hand side, which is B. Yes? And we proved it in our previous class. And here, for instance, if this is our system, and then in that system we had x1 is a solution, we have x1 is and x2 is another solution, then for instance 3x1 minus 2x2 is also شنو? Is also another solution. ليه؟ لا, if we take it and أول حاجة نشوف ال R وال S. R3 ال S minus 2, 3 minus 2 is 1, correct? طيب, that means we applied the theorem. Now, if we take it and substitute it here in this one, in this in the place of the x, vector x, هيكون عندنا a في 3x1 minus, so that is طلع 3 برا, distribute first, okay? So 3a x1 minus 2a x2, this, okay, is equal to what? طيب, what is a x1? a x1 لأنه solution, x1 is a solution معناها ب b. يبقى I can exchange this one and put it by B. Okay, and also this one by B, correct? AX1 by B, well, AX2 also is B. So 3B minus 2B, that is a B, correct? So that is يبقى A في 3x1 minus 2x2, it is equal to B. يبقى that is a solution. And this is not only لو كان عندي x1 و x2 و x3. x1 و x2 لو عندي x1 و x2 و x3 x1 و x2 و x3 ان شاء الله لحد x10 x100 اي عدد من السوليوشنز if we multiply each one of them by a number and then we add up such that the addition of the numbers is equal to -1, I'm going to get a solution, another solution from them. Okay. طيب وفي حالة الهوموجينيوس what is the homogeneous system؟ طبعا الهوموجينيوس system هو فيه الكونستانتس here are all zeros صح؟ طبعا دي يا جماعة الcoefficient matrix here لما أقول this is the matrix form I'm putting in my mind that this is the coefficient matrix so this is the matrix and inside it there is ال elements بتاعنا اللي هو numbers. Okay, so we write it like A, so this is the coefficient matrix and this is the vector. Okay, الفيكتور اللي هو فيه الفاريبلز اللي هم x1 و x2 و x3 و x أو xy و z and this is 0 so بدل ما ال b عندها values like always when we are solving عندها values like this ال b حيكون 0 0 0. Okay, طيب if this is our case إنه الماتريكس السيستم is homogeneous then هل في restrictions between for the A and B? No, for any A and B this will be حتى لو كان واحد yes it will works but moreover for any other number يعني مثلا 3 و 2 هل الاديشن حقهم 1 no it's 5 طيب when I substitute it يبقى دي اعمل distribution هتديني 3ax1 plus 2ax2 طيب okay now what we have since ax1 is a solution that means when I substitute it it should give me 0 صح الزيرو فيكتور يبقى this one 0 0 في 3 ب 0 طيب اللي هي 0 طيب what about the other one اللي هو 2a x2 also is a solution يبقى when you substitute it you'll get 0 يبقى this is 0 0 times 2 also 0 so 0 plus 0 that is 0 correct يبقى yes it is also a solution يبقى no restrictions for the R and S in this case. Okay, يبقى always the homogeneous system will have a solution. Could the homogeneous system have no solution? No. Always it has a solution. Either this solution is unique. احنا طبعا احنا كنا بنقول شنو linear systems they either have a unique solution or infinitely many صح؟ طيب أو no solution. So here this is my system but it is a homogeneous system. For the homogeneous system always you will have a solution. You could not لأنه إحنا بيكون عندنا no solution 200 إذا كان عندي one of the rows فيه zeros and here the constant is a number correct مثلا -2 5 half whatever صح but this is could it be a number لا لأنه system is what the system is homogeneous so always all the numbers here are zeros and they cannot change if we multiply a row by a number and okay so let's say 3 في 0 0 all the elements are going to be equal to 0 if we add it to another row also 0 correct so all these numbers are always 0 so that means always when we have a homogeneous system then what always the system is consistent so either I will have a unique solution or infinitely many number of solutions clear طيب the unique if لو كان solution is unique يعني like مثلا كانت الماتريكس احنا قلنا الماتريكس حقتنا إذا كان unique لو عشان ما يكون عندي unique solution a number of leading ones should equal to the number of unknowns طيب قول عندي 3 unknowns. اوكي x y and z. طيب here 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is the only way إنه يكون عندي the number of leading one is equal to the number of unknowns. طيب if this is our case, okay, we have a unique solution but the system is homogeneous. يبقى هنا هيكون عندي 0 0 0. يبقى what is the solution? X will be equal to 0, Y is equal to 0 and Z is equal to 0. So this is the solution and this is the unique solution, which is the بنسميه trivial solution. solution دي بنسميه شنو؟ trivial solution. يبقى if the system is homogeneous system, okay, always there is a solution. That is, always the system is consistent. Either I will have a unique solution or infinitely many number of solutions. طيب حاجة أشوف السيستم حقي. If the number of leading ones equal to the number of unknowns, then I will get a unique solution. What is that solution? It is the zero solution, which is the trivial solution. Else, if it is not, يعني مثلا here, let's say, what if here was 0, like that? So here, the number, what's your question? Is not clear. You can ask. Open your mic, Ruba. Is it clear, يا Ruba?
The zeros, how did this? كيف عرفنا إنهم صفر؟
الحل؟
أيوة النهائي.
طيب إحنا كيف بنحل؟ بنمسك الرو الأول from the first row. 1 في x ب x plus 0 في y ب 0 plus 0 في z ب 0. يبقى x plus 0 ب x بتساوي شنو؟ بتساوي 0 صح؟ أجي للرو الثاني حيكون عندي فضل هنا بس 1 في y, correct? So this is the y is equal to 0 وهكذا. الz بتساوي 0. Did you listen to our previous class? This we did in our previous class, correct? How to get the solution. Clear now? Right. Okay, so what if this is our case? What do you think? How many leading one? How many leading ones عندنا? عندنا كم leading one? Tell me. هنا إذا كان ده zero. If this is 0 عندنا كم leading one؟ عندنا 2. 1 2 yes. وكم unknown؟ 1 2 3. 3 أعمدة يبقى 3 unknowns. يبقى the number of leading one is less than the number of unknown. How many solutions we will have? We will have infinitely many number of solutions. Okay? يبقى حيكون عندي infinitely many number of solutions. Okay. One of these solution also is the zero solution. Let me show you that. طيب. How we used to get the solution in this case. كيف بنجيب الحل في الحالة دي؟ طيب. Where is the column؟ طبعا the number the zero, okay? Where is the column that has no leading one؟ هنا. Oh, this is the leading one. يبقى الcolumn ده عنده leading one. And this is هنا for this row. This is the leading one, correct? يبقى this column has a leading one. نجي للرو الثالث. هل في leading one؟ هل في عدد؟ No, there is no leading one. يبقى this column has no leading one. Okay, so the variables حقني عندي 3 columns يبقى عندي 3 variables اللي هم x, y و z. What we do in this case, we said that the column that has no leading one, we assign the variables a value, a real value, we call it t. So we let z بتساوي t. يبقى عندي z بتساوي t. طب okay, and then we get the solution. طيب يبقى 1 في x z ب t. بعدها we solve, correct? يبقى حيكون عندنا شنو؟ ده كمثال يا جماعة، اوكي؟ حيكون عندنا 1 في x اللي هي ب x بتساوي 0 and this is from the second one y بتساوي 0 but z هتساوي t for this case, for this example, okay? So this is the solution حقنا such that t is any real number. Give me some examples. اديني examples exact solutions. حلول معينة. ده general لأي قيمة t. طيب I want a specific one, a certain one, exact one. So for instance, I take when t is 0, 0, 0, 0. So also a zero solution is one of the solution always في الحالة بتاعت عندنا infinitely many number of solutions. Another solution 0, 0, 1 for this example طبعا. Another one so 0, 0 مثلا half minus half وهكذا. Okay, so I can generate or find infinitely many number of solutions from this one. يبقى always, let's go back, come back or sum up. Always the homogeneous system will have either a unique solution or infinitely many solution. If it is unique solution هنسميه a trivial solution, which is the zero solution. طيب في حالة ال infinitely many number of solutions, I will have infinitely many number of them. Okay, and this is here now we get an example في الكيس دي. Okay, and we find that this infinitely many number of solutions. But always one of these infinitely many number of solutions is what? Is the zero solution. Okay, يبقى the homogeneous system is always consistent, has solution, which is either the unique solution اللي هو x بتساوي 0 zero solution وبنسميه trivial solution, or infinitely many number of solution أو عدد لا نهائي من الحلول. واحد من هذه الحلول trivial solution اللي هو zero solution. خلاص. يبقى لما يكون عدد لا نهائي من الحلول اللي هو non trivial solution في الاذرز اللي هم non trivial solutions. اوكي، يعني هنا الحل ده ما صفري صح؟ 0 0 1 0 0 minus. alright. طيب now here there are some examples we want to do them. Find all values of a for which the system, okay, what system? Look at the system. It is, it is linear. Okay, why it is linear? Because the power of the variables or degree حقتهم is 1 وما في variable multiply time each other, x, y, and also z. What is this? Actually, this is the coefficient of z. معامل z. يعني بدل ما أقول 3 و 4 و 5 قال لك this can take على حسب ما تخد القيمة حقت A. لو خدت A ب 0 then هيكون دي minus 5z. If I put the A ب 1 so 1 تربيع ب 1 1 minus 5 so this is going to be another problem. So هتكون 4 minus 4z and etc. صح؟ يبقى مديني system of linear equations. Okay. فيه some coefficients are given in terms of A, where A any real number. This is a real number. Then he wants me to know what values of A it will give me no solution. يعني يا تقيم ل A هتخليني no solution, that is هأصل ل a form فيه مثلا row كله zeros and here a number like مثلا minus 2 minus 5 whatever. So here to be a number, which values will give me no solution? Which values will give me infinitely many number of solutions? That is, I will get the number of leading one is less than the number of unknown, which will give me a unique solution. So how I proceed? How can I solve that? Type easily, we do the same. How we used to solve the system of linear equation? First, we put the system in a form of an augmented matrix, correct? So the matrix هتكون 1 1 minus 1 2 1 2 1 3 صح؟ 1 1 a square minus 5a, correct? So this is the augmented matrix. I write in the form of the augmented matrix, and then what? The same to reduce the system to an equivalent system using row operations. Type. But I told you that sometimes we can solve the system even if it is not in the reduced echelon form. مثلا لو كان في triangular form easily I can solve it. يعني مثلا لو كان عندي system, we had it before. If we have a system like that, مثلا elements 1, let me say, okay, 1 0 minus 1, okay, and here 2 مثلا like that, and here مثلا we have let's say 2, here I have 1, here I have 4, here I have one number مثلا 2, and here I have 2. But the others here are zeros. This form, we call it what? We call it the triangular form. صح? Upper triangular form. Why? Because all the elements in the upper triangular, they have number. Below the diagonals are zeros. ده اللي بيهمني. حتى even لو some of them كان zeros. يعني حتى لو كانت 2D zero برضو it is upper triangular form. Okay? طيب this one easily we can solve it. يعني ما ضروري أصل reduced echelon form. How we solve؟ دي كانت x دي y ده الفاريبل z. صح؟ بجي بقول شنو؟ ببدأ from the last row لأنه only one element is here. So we say that 2z بتساوي 2. This implies z is equal to 1. So I got the value of z. Now we move to the second one. What do we have? We have 2y plus z 1 في z ب z is equal to 4. But already I know what is the value of z. صح? From here. So z ب 1. So I substitute the 1 here. So هيكون عندنا 2y plus 1 is equal to 4. Correct? يبقى 2y بتساوي 4 minus 1 which is 3. إذا y هتساوي 3 over 2. Correct? يبقى we got the value of y. Now what remain? We come here and solve. What do we have? We have x 1 في x ب x plus 0 في y, okay, plus 0 في y, but 0 times this number is 0, so plus 0. زائد the last one z بيساوي 2. But what is z? z ب 1. يبقى x plus 1 بتساوي 2, and this implies x بتساوي 1. So also I managed to solve the system. System حقنا solution is what? Is 1, and the y value 3 over 2 was z value, we got it 1. So this is the solution, correct? يبقى if I can reduce the system to upper triangular form, that's quite enough to solve. إلا لو كان سألك قال لك reduce it to the echelon form. أو أنا محتاج في part B ولا C للechelon form. So immediately from part A أصل للreduce echelon form and then solve. Okay? طيب, okay, now we want to solve this. How we solve it? Okay, so this is our what? Our augmented matrix. We will reduce to what? To upper triangular form. يعني هأعمل شنو? Like this. I want to make this one 0, this is 0, and this is 1, 0. And I will leave the others. How we do that? It's easy. صح? So for instance here حتى لو ما كان leading one, but always try to make it a leading a one عشان to make things more easier في calculations. Type, okay, this is the leading one for the first column. So how can I make this one 0? Just we subtract this one from that. I'm going to use طبعا the row that has the leading one. يبقى حيكون شنو؟ R2 minus R1. طيب R2 minus R1 ها اللي هي دي R2 minus R1. 1 minus 1 وهاخد 0. 2 minus 1 1. 1 minus that is plus 1. 1 plus 1, so it is 2. And then 3 minus 2, then it is 1. So I did this one خلاص بقى شنو؟ 0. Now فضل this one to make it a 0. What we will use? Again, we will use R1. طيب how can هضرب في number وأطرح ولا؟ Oh, easily because this is 1 and this is 1. So all بس هعمل شنو؟ هعمل subtraction. So 1 minus 1, so it is 0, and then 1 minus 1 also is 0, and then a square minus 5. What I've been doing, I'm subtracting from this one. So minus minus 1, that is plus 1. So this is equal minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4. So you subtract the like terms. A square minus 4. Okay, so it is a square minus 4. And then a minus 2. So a minus 2. Clear how we subtract, how we did the things? Nothing new. خلاص بتعامل مع ال A عادي. في الايكويشنز ده ناقص ده. اوكي طيب يبقى we reach to the upper triangular form. طيب now when the system يعني احنا عايزين السيستم بتاعنا عنده either unique solution unique solution اوكي او 200 عنده infinitely many number of solution اوكي و200 عنده no solution. طيب sometimes and in almost all the cases on almost يعني أو usually it's easier to start from finding when the system will have a no solution. To have a no solution we want a case كل النمبرز zeros in the last row but here we should have a number يعني this one should not equal to 0. Correct? So what we do, this we apply it here. If this system could have no solution when this احنا عايزين الرو الأخير كله يبقى صفر يبقى this should equal to 0 and this one we need it to be equal to 0 لا عايزين يبقى number يبقى should not equal to 0. طيب when this will happen طيب خلينا to test الكيس اللي هو عشان ما يكون عندنا no solution احنا we are solving شنو no solution. طيب اللي هو هيكون عندنا شنو a square minus 4 is equal to 0. This imply what a square is equal to 4. This implies a بتساوي plus or minus 2 يا plus 2 يا إما a تساوي minus 2. correct? Okay. So this is the only two cases will give me that this is equal to 0. But I have another شنو I have another thing اللي هو شنو but المفروض يكون عندي شنو a minus 2 not equal to 0 أي other number but not a 0. طيب هشوف ال equal to 0 200 واستبعدها. I will check when it is equal to 0 and I will not include it in my solution. طيب a minus 2 is equal to 0 when this will happen when a is equal to 2. So this one I don't need this case because this will give me this one is equal to 0. But this is a and this is a. What a will take here it will take here صح لأنها هي نفسها ال a. يبقى a إذا ما 2 عايزة ده يكون 0 وده ما 0 يبقى the only way out إنه يكون شنو minus 2. يبقى no solution 200 when a is equal to minus 2. يبقى we finish with this part اللي هي a should equal to minus 2 and if you substitute you will find that this is correct ليه؟ لأنه هيكون عندي 2 square by 4 4 minus 4 0 and here minus 2 minus 2 minus 2 minus 4 يبقى ده 0 0 0 but here's minus 4 يبقى yes this is the case لو السيستم بتاعي هنا بقى فيه ال a by minus 2 and when I solve this one I'm going to get what no solution. Now we will go to the other case because easier also to find. طيب 200 السيستم بيكون عنده infinitely many number of solutions. Infinitely many number of solutions في الحالة all the row is 0 يعني this is equal to 0 and this as well should equal to 0. طيب already I did it here ده equal to 0 في plus 2 وفي minus 2 but this equal to 0 200 لما a for a بتساوي 2 يبقى the only way out عشان ده يكون 0 and this 0 is when a is equal to 2 يبقى هيكون عندي infinitely many number of solution 200 when a is equal to 2. Okay. يبقى also this one I solve it. This can happen only if the a value was 2. Remain what? Remain the unique solution. But we knew that always every linear system either it will have no solution أو infinitely many أو unique. طيب دي الحالات اللي بتديني infinitely وبتديني no solution. يبقى all the others هيدوني unique solution. يبقى when we can have a unique solution هيكون عندنا unique solution 200 في every other real number except this one and this one. So هيكون عندي unique solution for what when any real number but except ده معناه except the set of numbers plus 2 and minus 2. So this one, two numbers, I will exclude them. So in this case, I'm going to get what? A unique solution. Is it clear? Any question here? So this will give me a unique solution. يبقى استبعد شفت 200 infinitely many و200 no solution. Okay, I got the values. يبقى every other numbers which is not this one and this one هيكون فيهم a solution is unique. Okay. طيب let's solve another one. Find all values of A for which the system, this one, has no solution, has infinitely many, has the same way. Put it in the augmented form and try to reduce it to upper or lower triangular form. So this is the augmented matrix. Then I need what I need is that I did like that. Okay, so I need this part to be equal to 0 below the diagonal. So how can I make it? Okay, I want this to be 0, so I use here the leading one here. Okay, okay, or anyway, by the way, okay, because here it's يعني simple. طيب, so what we do, we multiply this one by minus A and then we add. طيب, يبقى هيكون 1 في minus A ب minus A, correct? يبقى A minus A is 0. طيب minus 2 في minus A minus في minus ب plus 2A. يبقى هتكون شنو؟ 4 plus 2A, which is this one. Now 4 في minus A ب minus 4A. يبقى 5 minus 4A, which is this one here. طيب now it is upper triangle. Yeah. So can I solve? Yes. Okay. Now, again, we want to find 200 the system has no solution. طيب عشان ما يكون عندي no solution, what we do? عشان ما يكون عندي no solution. This one should equal to 0. And this one should not equal to 0. عشان ما يكون عندي no solution. طيب عشان نشوف no solution. طيب اللي هيكون عندنا 4 plus 2A is equal to 0. يبقى ال A مفروض تاخد قيمة كم؟ يبقى 2A بتساوي minus 4. إذن ال A minus 4 over 2 which is minus 2. Okay. ال A minus 2. طيب this will make this part 0. طيب let's see here. I don't need it to be 0. So طيب هتساوي 0 200. هيكون عندي 5 minus 4A is equal to 0. That is 4A بتساوي 5. يبقى A بتساوي 5 over 4. So this will make this part equal to 0. So I don't want it to be 0. So that means I don't want it to be this number. يبقى A should not equal to 5 over 4. Any other number will make this part 0. Okay, will make this part not equal to 0. Sorry, any other number rather than 5 over 4. Type okay, but I need this one to be equal to 0. Only there is one case that make this 0 and this not 0, which is this one, because this is A. يعني لو كانت دي B كان اوكي حجيف، لكن دي A ودي A no way، لازم الفاليو اللي هنا تكون هي نفسها اللي هنا. طيب اوكي so that is I will have no solution when 200 A is equal to -2، هيكون عندي no solution. نجي نشوف infinitely many numbers of solution. طيب infinitely many number of solution، المفروض شنو يحصل عشان يكون عندي infinitely many number of solutions؟ المفروض this one is 0 correct and we knew this is 0 عشان ما ده يكون 0 ولقينا انه ال A should equal to -2. طيب we need this one equal to 0، this equal to 0 200، ال A is equal to 5/4. هل في نفس الوقت ممكن تكون قيمة ال A -2 في نفس الوقت تكون could not happen. يبقى ما بقدر احقق ده 0 وده 0 بنفس الفاليو بتاعت ال A. يبقى مستحيل يكون عندي infinitely many number of solution no way none. ما في أي طريقة، ما في أي real number أعوضه هنا و at the same time هعوضه هنا and I'm going to get 0 0. So never, no, for this system I can never get infinitely many number of solutions. طيب اتفضل اليونكس. نعم.
بس عندي سؤال بالمسألة اللي قبلها the system has no solution if، ليش بالحل النهائي ما كتبنا إنه A لا تساوي 5/4 كمان؟
يا جماعة دي مسألة ودي مسألة completely different. المسائل على حسب المسألة بكون الحل. إحنا عايزين هنا ده يساوي لي 0 في الحالات دي. طيب أنا عايزة ده لا يساوي 0. This one not to be equal to 0. طيب بيساوي 0 200.
لا مو
لا.
قصدي، مو قصدي على المسألة اللي قبلها تماما، لا بس قصدي إنه I1 يعني.
Okay here this one.
أيوة إيه.
طيب أنا عايزة شنو؟ عايزة يكون عندي no solution. طب هيكون عندي no solution 200 لما يكون عندي في الرو الأخير أصفار، في رو من أي رو في المصفوفة أصفار، وهير there is a number correct number بس ما 0 صح؟ ده الشرط
أيوة.
الأساسي عشان يكون no solution. طيب أوكي أنا عايزة يكون عندي هنا أصفار وهنا رقم. طيب هنا أصفار لقيت ما في إلا في حالة واحدة اللي هي شنو؟ A بتساوي -2. طيب هنا أنا عايزة أي حاجة بس ما تكون 0. طيب بتكون 0 في 5/4. طب 5/4 دي ما مشكلتي، أنا عايزة أي رقم بس ما يكون 5/4. طيب هل لو أخذت الناقص 2 it works ولا لا؟ yeah it will work. لو خطيت عوضية -2 ناقص 2 في ناقص 4 ب 8. 8 زائد 5 13. هل بتساوي 0؟ لا. لكن ده هيكون 0 يبقى هتكون 0 0 18.
يعني ال A لازم يكون لها نفس القيمة يعني.
هنا وهنا يس. لأنه
تمام.
هنا A هنا A. يعني
تمام.
أنا هاخدها هنا وهاخدها في نفس الوقت هنا في المسائل دي. أوكي؟ لو اداني بي خلاص أنا حلاني، ما ضروري نفس القيمة. أوكي؟
تمام.
طيب يبقى ما بلقى Okay, now can you hear me?
Yes, yes, now it's good.
Okay. طيب يبقى شنو؟ احنا عشان يكون عندنا unique solution what every other case where اللي هو يعني rather than no solution و infinitely many كل الحالات الثانيه حتديني يونيك سوليوشن، يبقى كل اللي هعمله هستبعد الحالتين دول. طيب دي اساسا هي ما في، so we ignore it. طيب here no solution 200 لما a بتساوي -2. so that means every other number, real number, except this value will give me a unique solution. So every real number except -2 will give me. And for you as a homework, go and solve it for a بتساوي 3 and check you will get a solution or not. or take a بتساوي 1 على كيفك، اختار لك رقم وخده. حتى لو اخذت a بتساوي 0 you should get only a unique solution. هيبقى عندك exact system صح؟ لو خطيت a هنا، لو خطيت a ب 0 هيبقى عندي سيستم معين، لو خطيت a ب 1 هيكون عندي سيستم معين. okay so solve for these other cases. okay so you will find that you will get a unique solution only when you substitute with a -2, then you will get a what? A no solution. Clear? Any question for now? طيب. Now another example. Let A be this matrix. Solve the homogeneous linear system AX بتساوي 0. Solve it. هل اداني linear equations? No. Just he gave me a matrix immediately. But what kind of matrix is it? Is it the augmented matrix? هل دي هي augmented matrix or no? Tell me. Is it the augmented matrix? No. Why? How you knew? Because he said A and then he said where a linear system هو AX بتساوي 0. يبقى ال A دي هي شنو؟ هي coefficient matrix. صح؟ عرفتها من وين؟ عرفتها من هنا. Okay? يبقى this is only the coefficient matrix. المعاملات حقت variables. طيب how can I solve the system? I need what I need the augmented matrix. But he told me that the system is homogeneous. That means what? That means the part for the B, الفيكتور B الأعداد حقته كم؟ كلها حتكون أصفار. Correct? لأنه he told me that it is homogeneous and also he wrote it here clearly. يبقى now I can write my augmented matrix and start to solve. طيب what is the augmented matrix? Here 0, here 0, here 0, like that. Okay, and then we start reducing to the echelon form. Okay, طيب. And then at the end he said solve this system and find one specific non-zero solution. Okay, let's go. This is our augmented matrix. As I told you, what we do steps to reduce it to the echelon form, and we know how to reduce. صح؟ خلاص, this is the first leading one. What I'll make this one 0 and this one 0, R2, I want to change R2, R3 to make this one 0 and this one 0. Easily I can subtract. مثلا okay, I start بإنه first اللي هو حيكون عندنا R2 change R2, then R2 بتساوي old R2 minus R1. Correct? So I have to write R1 as it is 1, 1, 1, 1, and then here 0. And then when I subtract, this is 0, 0 minus 1, minus 1, and then 0 minus 1 again, minus 1, 1 minus 1, it is 0, 0 minus 0, it is 0. Okay, I can do in the same step, I can change this one and make it 0 because I'm going again to use R1. فيبقى ما في confusion. Okay, so I can do two steps in the same process or matrix. يبقى هيكون عندنا R3 minus R1. So this will give me 1 minus 1 is 0, 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 minus 1 minus 1, and then 0 minus 0, 0. دايما في homogeneous system this always will remain zeros. ما في حاجة حتقدر تغيره. تضرب عدد في 0 0 تجمع 0. Correct? Always this part is going to be equal to 0. Abdurrahman, is it clear what we are doing? Yes? all here should be zeros, correct? Right. So and we keep going عشان to reduce the echelon form. So easily مثلا this row I can multiply it by -1 عشان to make this the leading one for the other row. So I multiply by -1, so this will be like that. This is 0 still and this is 0 still. And then after that we can make this one 0 and this one 0, correct? Using what? Using R2 etc. till you reach at the end. يبقى هنا في steps you do it all and we reach to the echelon form. هل هي في الechelon form or no? Check it. 1, others are zeros, correct? This is the leading one and the others are zeros. Now we move here. This is 1 and these are zeros. Then we move. This is leading one and every leading one is to the right of the other. يبقى خلاص, yeah, this is in the reduced echelon form. Now we want to solve. What do you think? How many solution we'll get? How many solution we will have? عندي حل. How can I know? أعرف أول حاجة ما في حاجة اسمها 3 solutions يا جماعة. يا unique يا infinitely many أو no solution. أي سيستم واحد من الثلاثة ديل يا يكون عنده حل وحيد يا إما يكون عدد لا نهائي من الحلول أو يكون ما في حل خالص. صح؟ الكلام ده عرفناه من البداية. يا إما اللاينز اتقاطعت في unique solution, correct؟ يا إما كان مثلا use parallel like that يبقى no solution, correct? أو representing the same line أو same equation يبقى في الحالة دي حيكون عندي شنو؟ infinitely many number of solutions. Okay. يبقى how I know how many solutions I have. كيف بنعرف عندي كم حل؟ What is the rule?
The number of the leadings one
Should be عشان ما
uh,
يكون عندي unique
less.
solution. Unique لو كان unique لازم تساوي النمبر اوف unknowns. طبعا عندي كم unknown؟ الunknown بجيبهم من وين؟ العدد بتاع الكولومز. 4 columns. والleading ones
3.
يبقى عندي كم حل؟
Infinitely many solutions.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Infinitely many number of solutions. لأنه number of leading ones 3 والunknowns كم 4 اللي هم ممكن يكونوا X, Y, Z, W ممكن أسميهم. Correct? يبقى عندي infinitely many number of solution. طب how to get the solution؟ طيب نجي للكولوم الأول أهو leading one حقه. نجي للكولوم الثاني لقيت في leading one. الثالث لقيت عنده leading one. يبقى يا column اللي ما عنده leading one this one. What we do? We give it, assign to it any real number t such that t is a real number. Such that t belong to any real, it's real number. طيب, and then we get our solution depending on that. And this is why we call it a dependent solution. طيب, هيكون عندنا شنو؟ 1 في x ب x زائد w بتساوي 0. But I said that w بتساوي t يبقى plus t is equal to 0. That implies x is equal to minus t. Yes? Now from the second, we get the second equation. Okay? So what do we have? We have 1 في y ب y minus 1 في w اللي هو minus w, but the w is equal to t, so minus t is equal to 0. That implies y is equal to t. So from the third, عندي z plus w 1 في w, but the w is t, z plus t بتساوي 0. This implies z is equal to minus t, but they are 4 variables, so don't forget this one. We write it here at the end. W تساوي t. يبقى what is the solution? This vector such that t belong to R. So we write it like that. So this is our solution. Okay, where T is any real number. Type at the end here he said find one specific non-zero solution. He could ask me to find 2 or 3 or 4. How I do that? Just assign a value for this T. اديها اي شيل اي real number. Half, quarter, 1 minus 1, 15, 0. But he said one specific non-zero solution. لو أخذت 0 هتطلع 0 0 0 0. هو he said anything but not a zero solution. يبقى don't take t بتساوي 0. For instance take it 1. يبقى السوليوشن حيكون minus 1 1 minus 1 1. So this is one of the solutions. ممكن واحد تاني من زملائك he can take the value minus 2. He can take the value 2. He might take 3. ممكن take half. So for any real value, you're going to get an exact solution. Okay, so is it clear? Any question for now? Clear?
Can you repeat the last point?
Where this one to get this one?
X, Z, T.
Type.
Yeah,
From where
one.
I get it? Type.
Yeah.
إحنا always to get a solution we get it. أنت معاي إنه the number of leading one is less than the number of unknowns. So this is why we will have infinitely many number of solutions, correct? You know that. Okay. Now, how we get the infinitely many number of solutions? We go and find which column has no leading one. So in our case, we خلاص من البداية في كل row عينت a leading one. This is the leading one. This is the leading one. This is the leading one, correct? Then now, come to the column. طيب, this column فيه leading one? Yes, this is the leading one. This one, yeah, this one. Z, this one, okay. Here, do we have a leading one? Tell me. هل في leading one?
Yes.
في ال W في leading one? في ولا ما في؟
في
ما في. كيف في؟ انت ال leading one هو أول non zero 1 اوكي non zero number اللي هو non zero number اللي هو اهو أول عدد غير صفري لازم يكون 1. ده الشروط حقتنا صح الأساسية. طيب هنا يبقى ده leading one. هنا أول عدد ما صفري اللي هو اهو. هنا أول عدد غير صفري اهو. يبقى كده حددت الليدنج وانز ما في غيرهم. ما في غيرهم مستحيل أجيب. بتجيب الليدنج وان من الأرز من الروز حقينهم مش من الكولومز. اوكي بعد ما حددتهم ناو أجي للكولوم. هل الكولوم ده فيه leading one؟ Yes. هل ده فيه؟ Yes. ده فيه. But this here these are not leading ones. الليدنج ones هي شنو هي أول أعداد غير صفرية في الرو من الشمال. You got it?
Okay, I got it.
Okay. يبقى ده ما عنده leading one. يبقى what we do عشان نجيب السوليوشن. يبقى this is we assign to the variable of it any real value t. Depending on this value I can find my solution. طيب يبقى هخلي let w بتساوي t. اوكي وبعد ده اجيب الحل. بجي من الرو 1 في x بx زائدا 1 في w. بس خلاص انا قلت الw هي t يبقى 1 في t يبقى x plus t بتساوي 0. يبقى دي from the first equation. So I got x is equal to minus t. Now from the second equation what do we have? 0 في x or 0 plus 1 في y. So it is y. 0 في z 0 طبعا. minus 1 في w اللي هو minus w. But the w is t so minus t. So y minus t is equal to 0, correct? يبقى y بتساوي شنو؟ تساوي t and etc. You complete your solution. Clear now?
Clear.
Okay, clear for all?
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Do you have any question? Any other question? If no questions, we finished this chapter. Hopefully it's clear and we'll start the new chapter.